All right, what is going on, beautiful people, and good morning from Switzerland. We finally have us a new Swiss route, and I'm super excited because we're finally in a different region, a different area, a different part of the train sim world, and I'm always excited to try out new trains, and this one looks really interesting to me. I think it's going to be a beautiful part of the world here in Switzerland, one of my favorite geographical places, and I'm pretty excited. So this is our train right here at the depot, at the Luzern depot, and just gonna let you guys know right now, I can't pronounce any of these names, so yeah, just take that as you want it. But this is our ride right here. We got S-Bahn services. We're actually gonna take this train into service to the first station. It didn't start from there. Nice and early in the morning now. Hopefully get a decent amount of traffic. But I really like how they model the actual depot itself. I always kind of enjoy seeing a little bit more of, you know, how trains operate outside of just the stations and things like that. I think the modeling itself on this actual train looks really good. We'll take obviously a closer look at it as we go on, but look at all the detail here in depot. Got some forklifts, got, you know, a few things here and there, pallets. It just looks kind of, you know, like it's been work happening here. I would love to see like some mechanics in here, maybe an actual train sitting in here being worked on, like even just a static object of a train. That would be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and hop inside. Let's check on our time. We're good. We don't need to actually leave in for another 3 minutes or so, but we'll hop inside and get going. And we'll shut that door. Sounds pretty nice. How do I close the door? There we go. We got our screens here, and we can also go back and look at all the seats, make sure that the mechanics didn't leave anything in here overnight when they were servicing, probably working on the brakes or something like that. But if you're familiar with this part of the world, then you probably would say, hey, I think this looks just like the real thing. Hopefully that's what you'll say, because I've never seen the real thing. Got a little bit of a West Cornwall advertisement there on the wall, pretty nice, and a few other from Rivet Games. Rivet Games does some pretty good DLC for Train Sim World, I have to say. And here's another special little area here. I like that we have advertisements. That's pretty sick. I like this. This is where I want to be sitting right here. I think this looks pretty darn nice. No smoking though. No smoking, and cameras are watching. Let's head back to the front before it is too late, and we'll take control of this train and get started. But so far, everything looks pretty clean. All right, into the front. This is going to be our engineer or our driver's seat. We'll go ahead and take over this service. Yes, sir. And to get started, we'll go ahead and get the screens turned on, so we'll power them on. And we'll raise the pantograph. Oh, I hear somebody coming in. Yep. I always love just life. I love life on the railroad. All right, so we have a special present today. We are rocking the RailDriver today. Now it's a little bit different. The controls are kind of more based on a American freight train, but this is really all we really have as far as options for hardware for train simulators. So I'm going to be using this. I'm only going to be using the reverser, the throttle, and the brakes, which is basically it, and then the horn. But I'll kind of set up a few things like that. But first, let's get the master key to unlocked, I believe. And then let's see, reverser to neutral, so this will be right here. We'll release our brakes over there. You can see it's kind of reversed, so like in the actual cab, to go into release you go forward, but on this you go backwards. I can actually recalibrate this to be backwards, but I didn't want to mess with it. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think the parking brake should already be off. Yep. All right, so they are ready for us to go ahead and enter into the station. I believe I've done everything that needs to be done so far, except for the safety systems, our favorite. So click on, I think it's 8, so ETCS STM on, ETCS level 0, and then ETCS level 1, and then enter to acknowledge that. I'm going to press this key here on my RailDriver, and that's going to bring basically our VSOL down, or our auto throttle is what I like to call it. The brakes are already released. We're in forward. Let's go ahead and bring our throttle back, which actually in sim is going to be forward. Just like that. And you can see also on the RailDriver, or you should be able to see that the speed limit is right there as well. And we are rolling. I had to turn the sounds down just a little bit. The sounds are pretty loud, which is good. I like it. I like it. We'll talk more about that after we leave our first stop. But the sounds are, I'm not complaining at all. Now the headlights automatically, I believe, turn on when you turn on the key. Coming into our first station, we'll be at Luzern Platform 6 to start off the day. And I'm pressing this blue arrow here to kind of change our speed to 40 miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Now, I'll tell you, using like a controller like this is a game changer. All right, let's go into the brake or regulator and e-brake and start giving it some brakes. Should be pretty easy because I mean we weren't going very slow in the first place. And I also found that this train has really good brake performance. Really good brake performance. All right, so rolling into Luzern. See, so just a few people, a few early birds here, ready to go. Letting it roll in. Platform 6 Alpha. About 31% on the brakes. And there we go. And right before the end of the platform, max brakes. And right before the bumpers, that's what I'm talking about. All right, cool, beautiful. So now that we've made it into the platform, as you can see, our next service, or our actual first service, doesn't start until 6:13. So we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna set my parking brake. Let's see if I remember how to do this. We'll set our parking brake. I'm gonna put our reverser back into neutral. Make sure our regulator, our throttle is at our combined throttle is at 0. Our brakes, will put that. I don't know if we need to change that. Yeah, we'll just leave it at full. So we'll basically reset the train how it was before we got in here. What else? That's good. Master key, I guess we can go ahead and lock that. Pantograph, we'll leave it as is. And I think we are all good to go. So cool, let's go ahead and hop out. And we'll switch sides. So drop that there, and we'll take the outside way. We still got about 5 minutes until it is time for us to leave. And you can see you got some nice signage going on there. And again, now that we're in a better light, you know, we started off pretty early in the morning. It's still early in the morning, but now you can kind of see a bit better of that detail of the train. And it's not just perfectly clean. There's a few, you know, dirt and dead flies and stuff with grasshoppers on the side. Wow, you can even read that. If I understood that language, I would read it to you. I think we all know what it says. Lots of cameras are watching us. But very nice. I'm loving all the detail and the numbers and the symbols, signs, all that kind of stuff kind of adds, you know, adds to it. And this station is pretty sweet too. It really is. Not sure if there's any collectibles on this platform, but it looks pretty solid. One thing I've kind of noticed, my first impression of this route, is just how, and I don't know what the scale is, right? But just from what it looks like on my 2D screen, the scale of this train just looks big. Like, it looks tall, looks bigger than I expected. You know, bigger than the pictures I saw in the screenshots beforehand. We also got our information systems up here. You can see that we're going to Sursee, or is that coming from Sursee? I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop inside the train and get it going before we are too late. One thing I am noticing though is that, I mean, maybe because it's not time for our service, there's 3 more minutes to go, but it is dead. It is empty. I don't know if they turned on the rush hour passengers, any of that, but it's kind of dead out here. I kind of wonder if I can go up those escalators. Do I have time? Let's see. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. I want to see if we can make it up the escalators. You know, I'm a big fan of being able to really explore these stations. So just gonna take a real quick look around because we won't be back here. So we got a map. That is pretty cool. An actual map. Where are we? All right, we're in Luzern, and I think we're going to Sursee, right? That's pretty short. So I guess there's a lot more route Wow, there's a lot more train. If only we had a simulator that would allow us to travel across all of these different lines in one map. A guy can dream, right? Can I do the ticket thing here? Is that a thing? No? I can't click anything? No? Okay. Alright, well, alright, he just arrived. Alright, so 6A, do not remember, that's our train. So I guess there is a boundary here, so we can't go any farther. Oh, newspapers! Alright, cool. Yeah, so, yeah, I hate that. I really do. You guys know me. I hate being boxed in. I want to go in. So there's a decent amount of passengers getting off of this one train. But still not a whole lot of passengers waiting to get on my train. So, I don't know. Maybe we're going to be all alone. So, yeah, I'm trying to run this way, and I cannot run any farther than what I see. There's a broken down bike. Oh, okay. I just fixed a bike. I'm a freaking mechanic. Alright, I should open up a shop. Alright, let's head back to the train seriously this time, and we'll get going. But I like the station. I just don't like that I can't go any farther than that invisible wall. Alright, back inside. I'll shut the door. There's a button here to do that. I love the beeping. I love the advertisement. You can get you a stool for $32.99. Alright, let's open up the door, and we're just gonna be right on time. I've been doing a very good job of stalling. I'm gonna sit in the seat, and I hope it'll let me actually take over the service. I think it will. We'll get the train set up. So, pantograph is already raised. We'll unlock the regulator, or what is that? Yeah, master key. We'll turn off the parking brake. We'll release the train brake. And put it into forward. Make sure that our I call it auto throttle because I don't know what else to call it, but basically our throttle control or auto throttle or throttle select, whatever term you want to use, will be set there. I'll click on 8 ETCS level 0 and ETCS level 1. There we go. And to open up the doors, you can click right here on this orange arrow button. Very easy. There's also a sander button you can click on here. I'll show you when we close the doors, but I can actually, on my RailDriver, I can actually open and close the doors with this arrow right here, which is super helpful when, like, if you're really trying to stay, you know, on time and all that kind of stuff. It's super helpful to be able to just do stuff here. So lock doors. I'm clicking on the button now. Doors are shutting. We are ready to go. Horn time. And there it is. Brakes already released. Give us some power. So I'm gonna pull that back. I don't know why I'm touching this one. I'm just out of habit, I guess. And we're not moving. What did I do? Are we in forward? Are the brakes closed? What did I not press? First or forward? Regulator? Pantograph raised. Oh, that's what it was. I did not release the brake. I thought I did. Apparently I didn't. And here we go. And basically, when you pull off, you can just slam the throttle in full power and it will not wheel slip. Something that's very surprising to me, and you'll see it as we pull off of the next station. So our next station is that one in the top left, Emmenbrook. I think I actually said that right. Maybe. In 3.4 kilometers. So that's 3 clicks away. But you can just slam the throttle and it just goes. So 40 kilometers an hour is a restriction coming out of the station, and then eventually it'll let us know, hey, you can go a bit faster. I think we may go up to about 160 kilometers an hour at some point within our route. I'm not 100% familiar with all the signals and what they mean yet, but I think it's pretty straightforward. Alright, while we're turning this long right turn, we'll take a quick look at the map. You can see we're just pulling out of Luzern, something like that. And that's this right turn, and then we'll go north. And this is the full route. I don't know how many miles or kilometers a full route is. So on my RailDriver, I'm going to push the up arrow here, and we're going to change our VSOL or our auto throttle up to the next speed, which is 85, I think. into the tunnel, into the dark. There's another train coming by. If you're watching, let me know in the comments. I want you guys to do me a favor. Count how many trains pass us by on this particular service, because I'm gonna lose count. But I'm just curious how many we may see in between here and our final stop today. But so far, I mean, it's the thing I love about like simulators in general, and Train Sim World too, is I love being able to explore new and different places. I have never been to this city or this area, I don't think, in any other simulator, in any other game. And so for me, it's kind of really cool because I get to explore, I get to kind of see the styling of the apartment buildings and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's really cool. I don't know anything about the Swiss railroad. Nothing at all. But looking forward to learning. I really am. I will say I have run a route at night, I think. Yeah, I did. I ran a route at night, and the night lighting is... It's like, it's good, but I feel like it misses in a few areas. And you'd have to see it to understand what I mean. I feel like the coloring... Like, I think it's really, like, it reminds me of the Dresden route and how amazing that night lighting is. But at the same time, I feel like the sky color, at least in the time of day that I drove in, I feel like the sky color didn't match what was, because I had a full moon night. It was actually gorgeous, but the sky just didn't seem to match the color that I was getting on the ground. But the night lighting looks pretty solid. This is interesting too. Look off on our left side here. We got our railroad tracks, no fencing or anything between us and these and this road. Pretty busy roads though. Oh, almost had an accident. Oh man. But yeah, I guess they don't believe in guardrails. Now we got a yellow sig coming up. I'm gonna pull the power down. We're 500 meters away, and we do have to be careful. We do have the safety systems turned on. So basically, when the train sees that the next signal is red or there's a lower speed limit, it's gonna start to try to calculate like I don't want to say descending curve, but a descending in speed curve, right? A speed curve to get you to that speed limit or that station without speeding. If you go above that, like if you brake too late or you're going too fast, it will trigger the emergency brake. I don't know all of the specific, like right there we just kind of did it, so it kind of gave us that ding ding. But you do want to be careful not to go in too fast, and we're gonna arrive just about right on time. I will take that, and again I'll do this the manual way. We'll reach down here, we'll hit the left doors open and open the doors up. Alright, time to lock the doors already. They don't wait, like, at all. They barely wait any time at these stations. Alright, let's go ahead and give it the throttle back. And we'll bring my throttle, my selected speed down. And you can just slam the throttle straight to full throttle, and it'll stop right where the blue marker is, as long as you set that. Now, on the keyboard, I believe that's, is that R? Yeah, it's R and F on the keyboard. Hey, hey. There we go. That's another train. I think, was that number 2 or number 3? All right, next station. We need to be there by 6:21, and we're only 500 meters away. So you can brake pretty late, but I don't want to test it too much. I'm gonna brake right around 400. Let's try 90% braking and see if that'll do for us. There's the beep beep. We got a red signal coming up right after the platform. And the thing I love about using the RailDriver, and it has been a game changer for me, I just got it recently, I absolutely love this thing, is that you can, you know, I'll tell you after we stop. We might have a longer time. I don't want to stop too late, too early. And we're doing great on time, right on time. As we roll into Emmonsbruck, Gersgad, platform 1. And we'll let it stop on its own. We should be good, but give it a little bit more brake. A little bit more. And this time I'll open up the doors with the RailDriver. Super convenient to opening up with the RailDriver. And by the way, this route, I mean, RailDriver support right out the box. I think every route now, I think that's going to be the standard. Every route that does come out is going to automatically have RailDriver support. So I haven't tried every single train yet, but I am looking forward to trying them. This is a beautiful train. Look at her. Just look at her. It is I do like how it looks. I do. All right, let's go ahead and again slam down on the power, and we'll set our speed. You do not want to go beyond 40 or it will trigger an emergency brake, so be careful with that. Going uphill, but the hills don't really matter too much. We're not driving freight, so the hills are not going to affect us too bad. Next stop, 1.2K. Get some horn action on the outside. Look at that mountain in the background. Now I'm pretty sure this might already exist, but I know a lot of the train sim like enthusiasts out there, I think the majority of you guys are German and European, which is the same thing. But you get what I'm trying to say, like from the UK and whatnot. And if they had something, an equivalent to this, but like for all the European trains, which are almost all the same, no offense, but I think that would sell like crazy. But to the RailDriver, one of the things that I love besides this scenery, look at those cows over there, is that you can actually make, I feel like, more precise adjustments. Here comes another yellow signal. So say for now I'm going back to 0. I can put it in like halfway, so 50%, and without even looking at the UI, I know I'm at 50%, just based on where it is physically by hand. So like you can kind of start to gain a muscle memory when driving some of these trains. And now I pulled it back to 0. I'm gonna let it coast until I kind of get a better, feeling where I am. We definitely braked way too early, so I'm gonna have to let it coast in for a little bit. We got time now. We got about 30 seconds, 20 seconds or so. And then as I come in, I can give it some brake and then take it out and then give it some brake, right? And then kind of play with it. So rather than pressing a key that's gonna move it up and down, I can actually do the same thing. You see how I'm moving my hands? So I'm doing a bit more than I actually need to right now, but being able to have that fine control and make small adjustments to your brakes and throttle is super helpful when using the RailDriver. All right, and doors open, and that, I love that. I love that key. I think it was one of my favorite things, besides being able to actually move the throttles by hand, but being able to like open and like do things with a control. Like I come from flight simulation, if you guys don't know. I come from flight simulations, and I have all the freaking hardware. Not all of it, but I have a lot of it. So it's such a game changer being able to have a joystick versus using an Xbox controller or a keyboard and mouse. All right, we're ready to go. Rothenburg, platform 1, coming up in 1.9. Slam it down and send it. But it's just a game changer when you have hardware specific for the thing that you are simulating in your simulator, and it makes a big difference. And I feel the same way about the RailDriver, and I definitely don't regret my purchase of it. I was not given it. I had to buy it myself, but I definitely feel like it was worth the money. And I think honestly it's even more worth it if you're into freight. It works great for any kind of train, as long as it supports it. But I think I've been doing a lot of freight with it, and because it kind of matches the freight layout a bit better, it just makes it so much better. I've been using it for like Sandpatch Gray, Sherman Hill, all the freight routes on Train Sim World, Train Simulator freight routes. I've been using it for Run 8. I recently got into Run 8. You'll be seeing a video from that soon as well. Pretty much most of the train simulators that we play support it, and the ones that don't support it will eventually support it. So anyways guys, back to Switzerland. We're rolling. It's 6:25 in the AM, and we got 2 minutes to get to the next station of Rothenburg. And so far I really am enjoying the countryside here in Switzerland. One thing I've noticed that Train Sim World actually really excels in and that is routes like this. And let me explain on that as we pass this yellow signal. I'm going to bring the power back to just a little bit of brake, and we actually can see our stop marker right there. As you see the blue line or the blue thingy on our speedometer, how it's coming down, I believe that may be the arc that we have to stay below. If we go above that, it'll trigger the emergency. You can see we're going a bit fast, so I'm kind of adjust my braking. If you roll in too early or too slow, it will sacrifice time. A little bit more brake, and kind of playing it by eye here. It's going to keep adding, keep adding. There's max brake. We'll make it. We'll go just past the marker, but we'll be at the platform. We'll be all right. So I don't know. I don't think we could have followed that marker because that marker came in way faster. So unlocking the doors, I'll do it manually this time for the sake of the video. And there we go, guys. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Alright, and we are rolling again. Again, we are limited once we roll out the stations of 40 kilometers. It seems to be a pretty typical thing. We might bust past it. There we go. This route also looks really good in the snow. I was really debating like, which environment, like what time of year, what weather should I do this route, and I was kind of getting tired of rain. I feel like every Train Sim World route, I mean the rain effects, you know, don't get me wrong, they do look great on the windshield at least, and you know, the shining of the ground and whatnot, but like I'm just so sick of driving in the rain in Train Sim World. It seems like every route, every scenario is in the rain. So like, you know what, I want to be a nice bright day, enjoy some of these clouds we got here, just kind of lightly clouded. We're coming past another depot here. I'm not sure which one that is. But now that we have a 4.1 kilometer kind of gap to our next station, and we're not, you know, expecting any speed limitations, at least not going down. Let's go and check out the outside. Let's check out the outside view here for a bit. Look at the LED lights. Gorgeous LED lights. I love the coupler. Has an automatic coupler system. Very nice. If you guys have been following along with Train Sim World's updates, we know Steam is coming. And one of the things that Steam is incorporating is supposed to be a better system for the motion blur on the wheels. If you look, you can't see it now, of course, because it's dark, but yeah, now you can't see it. Now that I'm trying to show it, you can't see it. Yeah, still can't see it. That's okay. But yeah, they're trying to fix the motion blur, make it a bit better. But I don't know. I like the way the train looks. You know, something else that for me, as you know, a person who doesn't live in Germany, I feel like, you know, it's what's been getting kind of old is the big red box trains. All the big red box German trains have been kind of getting old. You know, is it just me? Let me know in the comments. I'm not a hater of German trains. Matter of fact, I think German trains are like the most enjoyable thing to drive in Train Sim World. They're just so well refined and so well done. All right, we got a speed limit. It's coming up. I'm gonna slow down. They're just so well done. You know, they put a lot of attention to German trains. They have a lot of German routes, so they have a lot of experience with German trains, and that's why they're so good. And their routes are just, in my opinion, the German routes are the best routes that Train Sim World have to offer. But I'm just getting a little tired, you know, of always driving in Germany. Like, I want some trains that are outside of Germany. You know, I wish, and you know, we may be a long ways away from this, but the way they have Germany set up right now, if they could just connect all of the German routes together, we would have the ultimate train simulator. I mean, the ultimate European train simulator, let me say it that way. Because a lot of the locations are technically connected in certain ways. You know, it would be so cool if they could connect them. But anyways, long story short, I'm so happy to be in Switzerland and be driving a train that we have yet to see in the sim yet. So really happy about that. We got to really be careful here as we're stopping right before the red signal, and we do not want to overshoot right on the H. I'll take it right there. I'm not sure how many more stops we have to go, and as we stop we get the green light. So pop, doors open. Alright, so we must be early because it's actually asking us to wait until 32:25, which is coming up right now. So we'll close the door. Is that closed? There it is. You know, if I would have known we had extra time, I would have jumped out and took a walk on the platform. All right, brakes release, and we'll slam it back into full forward. Give a little bit of horn, and we're rolling, baby. All right, we are moving now. This is, you know me, I love my high-speed routes. When it comes to routes that I enjoy the most, it's high-speed routes and freight routes that don't go 10 miles per hour for 2 hours. Those are my favorite types of routes. And now we're getting a taste of the high speed, going up to 140 kilometers. Actually, we're still trying to get to 160 kilometers an hour. We may or may not make it that far. Well, so we have a yellow signal coming up. Not sure if there's a train ahead of us. We'll have to see and watch out. But yeah, this is my favorite part of the route, where we get to go nice and fast. There is a scenario where you get to actually shoot through the entire route, all of it, just without stopping anywhere, and I like that as well. All right, coming down the power, 1.3 out, and you can hear the emergencies already coming at us, so we got to put a lot of brake in to try to stay away from that emergency brake activation. And let's see if we can, this is probably the most challenging stop as well, going in this direction, coming from 160 kilometers an hour to a full stop and 1.2K. It should be pretty easy to do. We're coming up on 90 now. I'm gonna give it about 81, bring back to 74, back to half brakes, 16%. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we're good. There is a yellow signal, not too close after, but coming up afterwards. This is gonna be not wheel platform, it looks like. And bring the brakes in on full power. We got, oh, look at this. We finally got a decent amount of passengers showing up here at the platform. I mean, it's not full, but it's not empty. And man, I gotta say, I am pretty proud of myself. I've only driven this train a couple times, and I am killing the stopping zones. Doors open, man. And I want to see, I don't know if we have time to get out, but I really want to get out and look around. We don't have time. Dang it. Again, so yeah, it seems like a pretty common thing. Once you leave the station, you gotta come back to about, 40 kilometers an hour. So bring in the speed select back. Oh, we do have time. Oh, we got like 10 seconds to go mess around. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run super fast through first class. Is there anything we can do out here? Oh, I got like 3 seconds. There we go, poster. That's it, I can't do anything else. Can I open this door? Oh. There's probably something else I can do here. That'll do though. Oh, there's people in here. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today? All right. Hopefully, we're not too late. That we might have just screwed up our on-time percentage there. All right. Oh, doors need to shut first. So shut the doors. A little bit of horn. I know you guys out here probably don't do too much horn, but us Americans like to honk the horn. Yes, we do. Next stop, Oberkirch, platform 2 by 6:39. We got 2 minutes to get there. Yeah, we might be late. We might be a little late. All right, so the speed limit kicks back up to 160 kilometers an hour. Here's another train coming by at a high speed. Oh, it's a long one. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. I think ideally that's the train I want to be on. I gotta find out what that number is. I want to drive that one. I like the double The double trains, I guess is what you would call it. Probably not what you call it. Are we gonna make it on time? We have exactly 60 seconds to get there. But the route itself is pretty nice. It's actually not as mountainous as I was kind of expecting more mountains. But maybe we're not where I thought we were in Switzerland. Alright, we gotta slow down. Yeah, the stops kind of come pretty fast, so I don't have a whole lot of time to go outside and enjoy the view, sadly, if I want to stay on the time schedule. But I'll leave that for you guys to go out and explore. Rolling in. Oh, we're pretty fast, I would say. So I'm gonna bring it max brake here. Ooh, I hope we make it. Oh, this is gonna be a close one. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna overrun it, but this yellow is okay. We can pass the yellow. I hope we didn't miss the whole thing. Oh, we missed the whole thing. Oh, we missed the whole thing. Are you... We missed the whole thing. It was going so well until that point. Backing up. Don't mind me, just backing up. Just backing up. I wish I could poke my head out the side. Oh, that's far enough. And it should put us right on the marker. I'll take that. Oh man, I'm so embarrassed. Like, what would you do? Seriously, like, let me know. Oh, hiding in the bushes. I like that shot. Hold on, stand by. Screenshot. Yes, let me know. What would you do if you were standing on the platform, train comes rolling in at, you know, 100 miles an hour or something crazy, and it has to back into the station? Like, what would be your actual reaction? Like, would you feel safe getting on that train? Would you just roll on the floor laughing? I want to know. Let me know, please. It sounds... me personally... First of all, we don't really have trains where I'm from, but what has happened? Can I go faster? Am I allowed? Am I allowed to go faster? I think I am. Yeah, I am. Cool. Let's go. 1.82 platform 2C at Sursee. This might be our last stop. This might be. Yeah, it is. It's our last stop. Yeah, I would probably just laugh so hard. I will be. First of all, I'll be upset, because I probably won't have my phone out with my camera ready at that moment, because I would love to be recording when it happens. But that's why I'll be upset. But then I would also be laughing so hard the fact that the train completely overran the platform and had to back in. I'm like, I would want to sit in the furthermost front seat just to see the person who's driving's reaction, because that would be freaking hilarious. All right, now speaking of hilarious, I don't know if we're gonna make this either. We didn't get a beep beep this time. We might make it. We might make it. These brakes are freaking amazing. We might make it. It is possible that we can make it. Did I turn off the safety systems or something when we overshot that thing? Because I'm not getting anything anymore. Oh, it is. It turned itself off, I think. All right, well, we got... Oh, no! Why is there a red signal there? Why is there a red signal? There's like 3 times more platform, and they wanted me to stop at the first red. I'm so pissed. Well, that sucks. Well, guys, that's the Switzerland. Well, guys, that's the Switzerland. How do you say Switzerland? Switzerland. Well, guys, that is the Switzerland route. Wow, that means I have to do the whole thing over again. See, this is why, kids, you should save like 10 times throughout your route. But anyways, I enjoyed it. I do plan to continue playing this route. I really enjoy it a lot. I want to explore it more. I want to run more of the timetable, more of the services, more of the scenarios. I'll be doing that for sure. But let me know what you think. Well, until next time, guys, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. And also, don't run red lights. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'm out. I failed. I'm a failure.